By increasing the amount of space between the lines of text, you can make a document much easier to read. In this lesson, we'll increase the line spacing within paragraphs. We'll add space before and after paragraphs. Right now, the tight regular spacing between the lines of text in our sales flyer, which is displayed on the screen, makes it difficult to read. When we're done, we'll add some space before the title, we'll increase the amount of space between each lines of various paragraphs, and we'll also increase the space after the major headings. So let's get started. First thing I want to do is go to the beginning of the document, so I'll press Control Home. Then, here in the paragraph group, I'm going to click on the Show Hide Formatting Marks button. Then I'll click the italicized paragraph under the title. I'll go back up to the paragraph group and I'll click the line spacing arrow, list arrow. That's right here. When I click that drop down, the spacing is 1 and I want to click the other options. And you can see as I click on the other options, it actually is previewed in our document. We just want to click the 1.15 to increase the spacing a little bit. And the spacing increases slightly. You'll also notice that I didn't have to select the entire paragraph in order to make this change. You only need to place the insertion point somewhere in the paragraph you want to format. Now what we want to do, we want to change the line spacing of this 5-line list about trip dates, cost, and whatnot. And since this list is made up of multiple paragraphs, and I know that because of the paragraph marks at the very end, we need to select all of them together. So I'm going to select them all, which is 5 lines. I'm going to go back up to the paragraph group, click the list arrow, and I'm actually going to change the line spacing to 1.5. Increases the line spacing to 1.5. In step 4, I'll scroll down and then I'll place the insertion point in the Rajasthan Desert Safari heading. We want a little more space after this heading, so I'll go up to the ribbon and I'll click the Page Layout tab. Over here in the paragraph group, I want to actually change the before and after text boxes here, this information. That indicates how much spacing comes before and after the current paragraph. I'll click the After up arrow and 6 points of space are added after the paragraph. If I scroll down a bit more and I'll place the insertion point in the Everest Base Camp Trek heading, we also want to add some paragraph spacing after this heading, and we'll use a little shortcut to do that. I'll just press the F4 key on the keyboard and automatically 6 points of space are added. Pressing F4 simply repeats the last editing action that you performed. I'll scroll down to the next page. Again, we want to add extra paragraph space after cycling and prevents. This time, I'm going to select Cycling and Prevents, and then I'll press and hold the Control key while I also select Inca Highlands Explorer. So I select, scroll down, hold down the Control, and select again. Holding down the Control key allows me to select multiple lines at one time. Now I'll click F4 on my keyboard, I'll press that button, and it automatically inserts the extra space after paragraph. It repeats the last formatting command that I have used. So I'm going to do Control Home to move to the top of my document. I'm going to place the insertion point in the title, Last Minute Travel Deals. We want to add some space before the heading. So I'll go up to the paragraph group here in the Page Layout tab in the paragraph group. I'm going to change the space before to 12 points. So I click the up arrow twice, and now I've added some space before that title. I want to turn the paragraph marks off, so I'm going to go back to the Home tab here in the paragraph group, I'm going to click Show Hide Paragraph Marks. I'm going to save my changes by clicking on the Save icon. And if you want to try some more of these steps yourself and for some additional hints, go to page Word 54 in your textbook.